and design. And then we can also definitively consider that with that level of bike, we have the new iconic product, the new iconic motorcycle in our MT range. So, yeah, definitely you have to be impressed somewhere.
Yeah.
I am impressed, honestly.
I think
So this is good. Secondly, iconic product. And if you have iconic product, then we can imagine that we will attract customers, definitely not new customers, but experienced customers, expert customers, who definitely can shift to this kind of naked bike due to the level of performance and finally the versatility of the bike. Because as you can see, many components are coming from YZF R1, this new fantastic bike, and so the wheelbase is quite short, so cornering, easy to handle, high quality suspension, delta box chassis, many components which smell good.
Yeah, and you mentioned R1 there, and I think that's important because the crossplane, the R1 engine that's been in since 2009, it's a big plus point, isn't it, for a lot of riders?
Yeah, definitely. I hope many of you have already tried a crossplane engine, but when you try it, I think the two main arguments of this engine is first, the fantastic torque, the way you can enjoy the response of the engine. And the second thing is that this kind of engine is so progressive, so, the capacity to deliver the torque at any revolution of the engine make that it's always very much controllable. So never the bike or the engine is against the rider. The riders always control with the throttle the response of the engine, and it gives a fantastic pleasure to ride. So definitely this R1 engine with all the electronic connected to the engine make the heart of this bike really strong.
Yeah, brilliant, isn't it? Remarkable new naked bike from Yamaha. Let's have a look at a more detailed spec of the machine. So here it is, that four-cylinder cross-plane engine, as we say, derived from the R1, which has been such a success story. One thing that Eric has pointed out there, the torque, especially lower mid RPM there, lots of fun, I think, to be had on this bike, definitely. There's the chip-controlled throttle, 3 riding modes as well, the Yamaha D mode, so you've got things you can play about with there, as well as the traction control systems that you can switch between. The A&S clutch as well, so lots of new technology as well going in, and cruise control system as well, I understand, in the top end, in the top gears as well. Let's have a look at the chassis highlights as well that we've got. That riding position we mentioned before, very MT style, natural upright as well, very short wheelbase, and as Eric was mentioning before, that means it's a very agile bike for something of its size as well, based around the R1 Delta Box mainframe as well. Suspension also derived from the YZF range, as well, as you can see there, 17-litre fuel tank on it as well, and all the usual electronic gizmos as well. Absolutely fantastic machine, Eric.
Yeah, I think definitely we can imagine that this bike has a role to play, just to lead the family, and also it will be a very nice dream for our actual customers riding MT-09. Why not to change one day? I'm sure they will wait the press test first, but okay, we'll see. And then after, yeah, I think the career of this kind of bike is really strong and really promising. So we trust a lot. And again, we are very proud, finally, in 2 years, the way we could complete now the complete range of MT.
So now that's it. That's the family.
Yeah, at that stage now it's complete.
Okay,
yeah.
We've got our flagship here. Ladies and gentlemen, all I can say is it's an absolute beast, isn't it? A stunning new Yamaha MT-10. Thank you. Right. It's never enough, is it? That was the phrase.
Never enough. Always go to the next level.
Right, so we've had our Racing Blue, the off-road competition that we saw earlier.